you to today's 2014 FICP Annual Conference First-Time Attendee Orientation. Today's presenters are 2014 Annual Conference Chair Kelly Livers and FICP Hospitality Partner Advisory Council Chair Clarence Day. This next slide shows a couple tips for using the GoToWebinar tool. You can minimize your navigation bar by clicking the top arrow button indicated here. Please feel free to submit questions throughout the event via the question and answer box on your webinar toolbar. We'll answer questions throughout the presentation. Also, this webinar is being recorded, and the slides in the recording will be made available afterwards. For today's agenda, we're going to cover an overview of FICP before heading into discussing the annual conference. But first, we wanted to gauge just how many on the call are true FICP first-time attendees, or if you've attended other events like the Education Forum or a symposium meeting, and this just happens to be your first annual conference. A poll is going to appear on the screen in a second, and I'd invite you to complete it. I'll give a couple seconds for everyone to finish that up. Great, so we've got pretty much everyone on the line voted, 95% of folks on the line voted. And to give everyone some feedback, we've got 79% of folks that this is your first FICP event, and 21% where this is your first annual, but you've attended previous events. So thanks for taking advantage of that poll. I'm going to go ahead and close the poll, and everyone should be seeing my screen now. At this time, I'd like to turn things over to Kelly Livers, to kick things off.
Okay, excellent. First of all, of course, want to thank everybody for taking the time to dial in today. And of course, we're all very excited to be heading out to Hawaii for the conference. So just want to give a quick overview. FICP is comprised of professional planners dedicated to their organizations, encompassing individuals just entering the profession, as well as those of us that perhaps have been there a little bit longer or started when we were 5. In addition, the association is extremely fortunate to have top sales professionals representing key markets as outlined on the slide: hotels, DMCs, convention centers, our airlines, our brokers, bureaus, entertainment companies, just a vast array to support us, that planners can partner with to ensure successful events. This composition ensures when you attend an FICP event, you will have the people focused on your industry readily available to meet with you and support your meetings. What is very unique and different about our organization is for our in-person events, we always maintain a low ratio of planners to hospitality partners. This is important to both planner member and hospitality partner, allowing for more direct and intimate conversations between buyer and seller and helping to build long-term relationships. We want to ensure our members have peer-to-peer exchanges, not only during our educational sessions, but in casual conversations, over breakfast, over lunch, or of course during some of our fabulous evening events. I can tell you in my experience, I have picked up more little nuggets of knowledge that saved me vast amounts of time and money, all captured in general, off-the-cuff conversations shared over a meal or during a break. And yes, perhaps after hours with an adult beverage involved. All while helping my organization, my career, and ultimately my attendees' experiences at my organization's meetings and events. At this year's conference, we have nearly 200 planners. Over 400 hospitality partners will be in attendance. The most exciting part is all of you will be there, 25% first-time attendees. In addition, 17 countries are represented, with 85% being U.S.-based, and of course we have a strong Canadian contingent as well. Resources. Our website, always available, and I'm sure, of course, all of you have our FICPC website on your favorites, and if you've not, I highly encourage you to do so. The mobile app. This is very exciting. Everything you need before and while on site is available on the app. Education session offerings and sign-ups, the agenda, attendee list, planner member and hospitality partner, network live appointments, silent auction details, All of these a must. You must read and explore on the site. They will be a valuable tool, as I said, now and once on site. Next week, the Pack Your Bags email will go out with full details on attire and travel, everything you need to facilitate a smooth arrival. Of course, all the packing stress that comes with that going to such a fabulous place. We want to make sure everybody packs their sandals. We're going to be in some beautiful outdoor events. And finally, the on-site program. All of these resources are there to help you navigate the conference. All the things we'll be doing. We'll be enhancing our careers, and yes, it can be done in Hawaii. Take time to review all of the offerings and sign up for the sessions via the app. The staff and design team have put together diverse offerings. You map out your schedule to meet the best ROI for you and your organization. Speaking of ROI, you can learn about demystifying meeting ROI, international meetings, trends and benefits, creativity, audio-visual sourcing, and the airline industry, which I'm personally going to attend to help demystify that one for me. Nonetheless, you are sure to come away with new information to help you when you get home. More than 35 sessions to select from. And also remember, many of the sessions are eligible for CMP credits and are noted in the app by the sessions. We have some screenshots within this presentation that will be available post-webinar to help navigate you to go in and sign up for your sessions. I highly encourage everybody to go in again and play with this and review those sessions and sign up. It's very easy to navigate, and even I can do it. So I feel if you take the time, and again, you can refer to these screenshots, and of course, always call headquarters staff for additional help. Next up is our annual business meeting and planner exchange. This is where association business per the bylaws is conducted, election of the board of directors, and general association updates will be provided. Following the planners exchange, we move the annual business meeting, we move into the planners exchange, which this has been a favorite for years. We're conducting it in an open space concept. So it will be small groups of your peers in a casual environment, and each pod will have different topics. Some of the topics are destinations and off-site venues, cool concepts, entertainment, international destinations, technology, and of course all the great agenda activities that some of your peers are using that you can leverage. You can participate in as many of these topics as you like and as time permits. Join or exit the groups as you wish. A facilitator and note taker will be in each group, and all notes will be available online post-event. The time will be monitored to help you guide and navigate when you want to ebb and flow based on the number of topics should you want to attend all of them. It's a great opportunity. As well as while the planners are in the planner exchange, the HP session will be conducted. Clarence, would you like to provide some insight for the HPers on the phone?
Absolutely. Mahalo, Kelly. The HP update is run by the Hospitality Partner Advisory Council, commonly known as the HPAC. Made up of 7 members, each person on the HPAC will give an update for their committee that they are actually the liaison to a respective board member. It's pretty intense. We've had a great year of success. I'm going to share the things that we've accomplished, yet we're also going to look towards the future and take some notes on what we need to do to make the HP community even more happy than they are right now. In the HP update also, we're going to discuss industry trends that we gathered from your registration. We're going to talk about the FICP landscape through the lens of the hospitality partner. There were a lot of questions about sponsorship. I'm very proud to say that the sponsorship model has really leveled the playing field for us all, so we're going to cover that. And then we too are going to also break up into smaller groups run by each person of the HPAC. Some of the topics include conducting very successful site inspections, overcoming some hurdles in contracting, and then how to navigate through FICP and the best approach to the planner members. So it should be pretty exciting, and I look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you, Kelly.
Thanks, Clarence. We want to make sure everyone takes full advantage of the networking opportunities no matter what form they come in. As previously stated, in casual conversations over coffee breaks, breakfast, lunch, standing in the elevator, you can learn something that can benefit you and your organization, and it usually happens when you least expect it. So please participate in all the facets of the conference. The first-time attendee meet and greet on Sunday, we want to make sure you're all there so that we can personally welcome you, introduce you to the board members, so that throughout your stay and throughout the conference, if you need help, have questions, please be sure to come to one of us. The evening events offers an array of opportunities for networking. The design team has done, I believe, a good job of including high energy areas as well as small intimate settings for hospitality partners and planners to network throughout the evening. And of course there's food, which is one of my all-time personal aspects of the event, and the opportunity through these networkings to meet and meet someone new and start building new relationships. And again, all while experiencing the wonderful decor and entertainment and food, all made possible by our sponsors via the hospitality community. So we want to thank all of them. Clarence, would you like to share additional thoughts as it relates to the networking for the HPers on the phone?
Yes, Kelly, yes indeed. All the hospitality partners on the call, I just want to remind everyone that unlike many associations, our approach to the planner members is more organic. It's more of a relationship building sell. So I advise you, I hate to say what not to do, but I will say, please don't do a uniform, unstrategic email blast to the planner community prior to the event, just trying to make sure you guys coordinate when to meet each other at these great networking events. It will happen. Just lean on it, trust in the system that we have in place, and let it materialize that way. It's more of a soft sell. And then my biggest part of it all is to remember, be in the moment. You might have to put your iPhones and your big giant little iPads away. When you're at these networking events, be in Hawaii with us. Let your buddies back at home cover your markets. Let your partners in crime as far as your business things handle that. When you're with us at the annual conference, make sure you're at the annual conference. Thank you, Kelly.
That's excellent, Clarence. Very exciting as we're talking about our business opportunities. Once again, we are utilizing the appointment tool in conjunction with the Network Live. So this allows planners to make appointments with HPers that they want to discuss current or future business, learn about a new property, and explore new destinations. All of this available in the Network Live. So we encourage the planners on the phone to go to the app and schedule the appointments now. Show your organization all the value adds your attendance brings to them for you going to Hawaii to then meet with key representatives from the HP that can service your meetings in the future. Our sponsors work very hard to support the association and provide us with the resources we need to be successful. This is a business opportunity and is a win-win for the planners and the HPers. Clarence, any additional thoughts?
Yes, and to refer to again the sometimes urge to send an email blast to make appointments. I encourage all the HPers on the phone not to do that, but I will ask you to do this. If your company and you have your own database on who's done business with you, if you see a planner member on the attendee list that you can access from the website, reach out to that planner if they haven't already made an appointment with you and ask them that way. Be specific and strategic with your approach. And also between appointments, when you don't have a planner member with you, spend some time with the other hospitality partners, because from that, believe me, they will refer you to the planner members, because a lot of us have been in the community for a while. So you will learn a lot from your fellow HPers. And then third, with the technology that we have in place, I'm sure you'll have your iPhones with you as you have the app downloaded. Even at the Sunday night sessions upon arrival, you might meet someone then that might want to have an appointment with you. They can pull out their tool, they can pull out their iPhone rather, and make an appointment with you right there. So there's ways that you're going to build up your appointment list. Don't be alarmed if you have only 3 or 4 appointments, because they'll have some free time, you'll have some free time, and again, it will materialize, and the Network Live will be a success for you. Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah. And then honestly, we've got some additional screenshots here as to help planners navigate going into the attendee list and then searching either by a specific salesperson that you know, or if you're looking at by specific hotels, it allows you to go in and schedule those. And as a planner, I mean, I booked my appointments. I will go in there, but I will run into people that perhaps I didn't have an opportunity to book an appointment with that I'll say, hey, let's sit together at lunch, let's sit together at breakfast, things of that. So those sidebar meetings will continue even over, after the Network Live is complete. So again, screenshots here to help those of you that haven't signed up. I encourage you to do it. But again, you can contact headquarters if you have any problems navigating the system. I'm doing my actual first own app for one of my meetings, so this has been very educational and helpful for me as we were going through the setup process. So again, encourage everyone to take advantage of that.
And Kelly, just a couple questions have come in at this point that I want to take some time to address while we're talking about the network. One is, how do I get my login and password to access the app and start doing all this great stuff? So your login is going to be the email that you registered for the conference with, so the email that you're probably getting messages from FICP to. And then the password is annual 2014, and annual is lowercase. And if you want to double check that, the website link that we had on the previous slide through FICPnet.com, and right now it's linked through our homepage, you can find that information there as well. Another question that came in was, how do we, excuse me, how do we get invited to the HP First Timer meet and greet? So I believe I'm going to turn things over to Ellie Hurley just to address that.
Yeah, invitations were sent out in about a week or two ago, but we will double check that list, or maybe if you've registered since then, or also whoever is sending that in, if you can send a specific note letting us know that you haven't, and we'll make sure you get that information.
Thank you. And a couple questions just to confirm. It's planners are the ones that can make appointments. Hospitality partners will receive the appointments, but it's planners that go into the tool and make the appointment.
Okay. Any additional questions, Lydia?
Nope, just a couple confirming about that first-time event invite. So I've got your info from this webinar, so we'll be in touch with you guys afterwards.
Excellent. Okay. FICP announced a partnership with Junior Achievement several years ago, and we continue to grow that relationship. We are very excited this year to have students participating in a special session where planner and hospitality partner panelists, that's a mouthful, will expand on their jobs and promote this great industry. Future planners could be in the audience, which is extremely exciting. And the hotel will be doing a behind-the-scenes tour for the students following that session. All very exciting. I know the first back of the house tour I did, I would still do it again. And then, of course, the silent auction. Each year, we raise the bar on our fundraising efforts, benefiting the national and local chapters of Junior Achievement. This is a great opportunity to support our youth and make a great investment. Again, we keep going back to that app, so please refer to the fabulous offerings. You can log in via the app, review, and bid online. The HP community and planners have donated great trip packages and gift items. You don't want to miss it, all supporting a great organization. I know I personally got very involved in it and got very competitive with it last year and ended up with 3 fabulous trips to Mexico. So by all means, log in, take a look. It's a great organization to support. All first-time planner attendees that requested an ambassador have been assigned, should have been assigned a volunteer. If you have not and would like to do that now, it still can be accommodated. Just contact headquarters and we'd be happy to assist. The board, the HPAC, the design team, and headquarters staff are all available to you. Of course, board members and design teams will all be adorned with our lovely lanyards and ribbons, so please feel free to grab one of us. I know my first conference I got a little overwhelmed and kind of latched onto a couple of people to help me navigate it, and we, of course, all of us want to be there to make sure you guys have a really positive experience first and foremost. So be sure to come to the first-time meet and greet. This will help us put a face with a name and allow us to personally welcome you and introduce ourselves. You will also receive a photo directory at the end of the conference, which is a great tool to use throughout the year. I know I keep it, I think I have, well, I'll embarrass myself with how many years I have, but it's still kind of, I reference it quite a bit. Additionally, they'll have the Ask FICP kiosk available throughout the conference, and they can help you answer questions related to the association and the tools and expand upon more uses of the website and network exchange that are available. Clarence, anything else that you would like to add for our HPers on the line?
Yeah, for the HPers, we have a hospitality partner mentorship program in place. For years, we used to do an ambassador program, which was per event, but the community actually raised their hand and asked for something that was more set up year-round to help our newer members. So if you would like to be assigned a mentor, not just for this event, but for a mentor for the next year or so, please reach out to headquarters, and I will personally assign a mentor for you. It's been a great program throughout the year because most hospitality partners attend multiple events throughout the year, and that guidance really came in handy both at our Ed Forum and in our symposium throughout the year. So if you would like a mentor to guide you through this event, again, just reach out to headquarters, and within 3 or 4 days, you will have a mentor assigned to you. So thank you, Kelly.
Thanks, Clarence. Clarence was very key in getting that program up and running, so we want to thank him for that. And also, I've been very fortunate this year as being Clarence and I, as I was chair and he was HPHE chair. He has really been a fantastic partner for me. And so please tap into him. He's a great resource for especially new HPers. If you haven't already made, and we're going to go through the basics as we say now, meeting planning 101. If you haven't already made your airport transfer reservations, please do so now. They've been sponsored by MCNA. They're complimentary arrivals on Saturday and Sunday and departures on Wednesday and Thursday. The URL to make the reservation was in your registration confirmation email. As mentioned earlier, the Pack Your Bags email will be going out next week. It will cover all the details that you need to know and that we covered in this webinar as well. We'll also link to the PDF on-site program for your reference. The mobile app, many uses. Some key ones are selecting sessions, making the appointments in the network, review the attendee list and sponsors, and of course you want to make sure you look at all of the great packages that are in the silent auction and get signed up to start bidding on those. So I know the group on the phone as well as the design team, the board, we are all very excited to be heading to Hawaii. The programs, the evening events that we have outlined, I think you'll find them extremely beneficial and be able to learn a lot to take back to help you in your day-to-day job. So many thanks for everyone joining the call today. And we look forward to seeing everyone in Hawaii. Lydia, I'll turn it back over to you to see if there's any additional questions, or Clarence, if you have any closing remarks as well.
Great.
That is very exciting. Oh, go ahead, Lydia.
So I was just going to say I'll give folks a minute or so if you've got some questions based on what you've seen today or things that wasn't covered that you want to make sure to ask. Feel free to pop that into the question box. So I'll let Clarence and Kelly give some closing remarks as I track this.
Clarence, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, absolutely. Just excited about the upcoming conference. And as someone that actually represents a property that's in Hawaii, I want you all to know that the state, the entire state, every island is excited to have you there. So if you have any questions specific to the annual conference, you know who to call. And if you have any questions specific to anything that you might want to do in the state of Hawaii, please know that I'm a resource for you as well.
Oh, yes, an excellent resource for Hawaii. Hawaii. I have to say it correctly. Hawaii.
Exactly.
Anyway, very excited. I think everyone, like I said, as Clarence said, the hospitality partners have done a beautiful job of partnering with us to make it possible for people to get there with enhanced financial offerings. So again, just very excited to be headed out. I'll turn it back to Lydia for any final questions that we may need to answer.
So we've seen a couple come in. One is, can you explain Hawaii casual and resort chic regarding the attire, please? Ellie, do you want to take this one?
Sure. Hawaiian casual is basically the Hawaiian shirt, your aloha shirt, just kind of the most casual of the evenings. If you're a tourist in Hawaii, what would you wear? So that's what you would do on that Monday night event. And the resort chic is a little bit more dressy, You're going to see anything from gentlemen wearing a Hawaiian shirt with their khakis to some women will be in cocktail dresses. So that one kind of has a little bit more of a, we'll go the gamut of outfits.
Great. Another one came in. I love the exercise class that was at the summer symposium. Is there a plan for the annual around these lines?
Yes, on Monday and Tuesday mornings, we're having early riser coffee and exercise. So it's 5:30 in the morning, and we'll have some folks from the hotel fitness center leading a yoga class and power walks.
Great.
And if I could add to that, you all on the phone, just know that your body clock is going to make you awake a little earlier than you're probably accustomed to. So you're going to wake up alarm unassisted a bit earlier, so I encourage you to participate in exercise classes.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Question came in, do we have a hashtag for this event? So for all you Twitter fans out there, the hashtag is FICP14. So we'll definitely be making that public with our on-site guide and in the pack your bags and all that good stuff. So FICP14. Thanks for checking. Okay. In the Network Live, is there a place to hang out if when you don't have appointments during the Network Live?
I can take that one.
Yeah.
Okay, Claire.
This year, as opposed to last year, we actually have the regions set up in clusters. So just to give you a backstory, last year in Boston, it was more just appointment, and you're assigned a table, and clients went looking for, or planner members went looking for a table. This year, they're set up in great regions, and while there are tables to have your formal one-on-one appointment, there's a lot of casual seating in each region. So in that casual seating area, you'll spend time with planners who don't want to have a formal appointment, they just want to relax and talk to you, and it'll give you time to spend with the other hospitality partners. So we took that feedback from last year, and we applied it to this year. There's plenty of room to relax with quotes in between appointments.
Excellent.
All right. I think that is everything. Let me just do one more check. Okay. Is there Wi-Fi set up for the conference so we can easily access the FICP app at the event?
Yes. There will be complimentary Wi-Fi at the event, both in the guest rooms and in the meeting space.
All right. That is the last question I think I've got in here. If anything didn't get answered, please feel free to follow up with us afterwards at info@ficpnet.com.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today, and thanks to Kelly and Clarence for sharing your insights. The session was recorded and will be available for playback on the FICP website. So thanks again for attending today's webcast, and we'll see you in Hawaii.
Thank you.
Thank you. Aloha.
Aloha.